grade 5. Today I'm going to talk about siblings. I think that at least one third of you have siblings. Me too. I have two older sisters and I'm the smallest. The relationship between our siblings can get closer or further. Have you ever felt that you get treated unfairly or you are jealous of what your siblings got or have? If you have had these feelings, do you still talk to each other or do you still have normal relationships? Well, I think that most of you, if it's a serious problem, you might never ever want to talk to each other again. It is very important that you know the problem between each other. If you don't even know what the problem is, then you're just being mad at each other for no reason. You are also destroying your relationship. I am going to tell you how you can be yourself and solve the problems. Let me introduce my sisters first. My oldest sister, Yo-Yo, she is very quiet and artistic. Even though she is quiet, when it is time for her to share her idea, she is never shy. She is the boss of us three and she can tell us anything she wants us to do. She can always convince me to do things, just like she did with the TED Talk. My second sister, Nini, she is sometimes mean to me and sometimes really kind to me. Every time I open her door, she starts shouting at me, but I'm already used to it. During the holidays, she is more helpful and kind than anyone else. In my family, my parents always treated us the same, but still sometimes I get jealous of some situations where I'm treated differently. For example, once we were all at the mall. My sisters got to buy new clothes, but I had to just wait for them and watch them. I wanted new clothes too, or at least something to do, but I didn't get to. I was really bored. I couldn't wait a second more, so I asked them how long it takes them. They just said, be patient. Every time I had to wait, I know it is now hard for us to see them because even my second sister is too busy just to come out of her room. Once I just couldn't hold and I just said to my mom, Mom, can we ever go to a place that both my sisters and I can enjoy? I told my family about what I felt, and from that day on, I mostly went to stores where both my sisters and I can buy and enjoy. Even if we didn't, I didn't feel the boredness and frustration anymore. My sisters always takes me around and gets my opinion now. So the important thing is that I was brave and I stood up for what I feel, because every human being has feelings. When we are dealing with siblings, that means we are in our family. We can always trust our family even when we're not in the same place. There is absolutely nothing that we can't talk it out with our family. So if we stand out, the problem is going to be solved. However, this is what we can do for a small problem. If you and your sibling are already in a serious situation, this won't help much. You might not have been talking to your siblings for days or even years. So this is where you need to really reflect on how did the problem start. What was the argument? Was it serious or just a daily problem that became bigger and bigger? Sometimes problems get bigger and our relationships get weaker and weaker in no time. You might not even notice. Some people regret that the problem and want to talk it out, but just don't have the courage to. One easy way you can do it is that you just write a letter. A letter helps you to say what you want to say without having to talk face to face. Talking face to face might not be so calm and you'll get very nervous. For writing a letter, there are two choices. One is where you write down everything you want to say and then hand it to them. The other one is where you can write down all the things you want to say and then take a deep breath, throw the letter away, and just talk face to face. The letter way is very good since you get to write everything down that you want to say, and your sibling won't be able to see it until you hand it to them. When you are talking face to face at first, you might say something that you didn't want to say, and then it will be hard for you to take it back. If the problem between you and your sibling is caused by maybe you didn't apologize or anything like that, you can try and spend more time with them. Some people feel lonely that nobody is with them, so that makes your relationship even worse. During the weekends or whenever you have time, just go talk to them, have dinner with them. As long as you are with them, all the happy things will soon wash away the bad memories. Another way you can back up your relationship is you can find someone that you know can talk to your sibling. It could be your mother, father, other siblings, or family members. If they can convince them, you might be able to talk to them, or even better, the problem will be just solved. But this will still take time. For a small misunderstanding between you and your sibling, one helpful and easy way is to give them a small gift or a sorry card. There are 6 strategies and steps while you talk to your sibling. First, you need to identify the root of the problem. Next, you need to avoid touchy topics you might make the problem worse. Third, you have to be patient and give them time to think and reflect. Then, you have to see things from their perspective. Maybe you'll find what they actually feel. The most important step is to apologize and don't force them to forgive you. These ways can probably help you to solve your problems step by step. Scientists say that sibling rivalry can happen 8 times per hour or more. Sibling rivalry can last until the teens and can happen mainly because of jealousy. Studies show that sibling rivalry happens more often in smaller families than larger ones. That's because in larger families, parental attention and care can be more evenly distributed. People might ask, why is sibling relationships so important? Well, most importantly, you and your sibling are in the same family. You have the same mom, same dad, and same country you're from. It is also important because we both give each other emotional support. Your only reliable person in your life when your parents are no longer around is your sibling. Your sibling protects you against loneliness and depression, so you're very lucky if you have a sibling. Thank you.